and answer your questions. All right, so let us begin. Okay, so let's come onto the mat. And just a reminder, today is an intermediate session, so it's going to be quite a challenging one. So if you've got any issues with your back, you may want to sit some of these exercises out. Please just do what feels okay for your bodies, okay? Right, that said, let us begin. So come towards the front of your mat and let's have the feet hip width apart. Let's pull the tummy muscles in, tucking the tailbone under, and bring your arms down by your side. And let's just take a moment to just feel the ground underneath our feet, to think of lengthening up through the top of the head and feel that nice stability in your body. Okay, so let's take a breath in. And as we breathe out, we're going to take the chin to the chest. We're going to draw the abdominals in, and we're going to roll down towards the floor, letting the arms hang, the head hang, bending the knees as much as you need to. Take a breath in there, and then you're going to breathe out, unrolling the spine, coming all the way up, lengthening through that body. Let's do that again. Deep breath in, and breathing out, rolling down. So draw your abdominals in. Enjoy that flexion, that stretch through the lower back. Let your head just hang down there. No tension in the neck. Inhale. Exhale. Unrolling the spine to come back up. And one more deep breath in. Exhale, chin to the chest. Rolling down. And we're going to stay down here. And we're going to place the hands directly in front of the feet. Spread your fingers, and I want you to really press into the hands so you can feel the work through the arms and shoulders. Now take your right leg back, press down into the hands, and take your left leg back as well. Now draw the abdominals in, bring your eye line forward. And then from here, you're going to bring your right knee in, your left knee in, your right leg back, left leg back. So it's in, back, back. In, back, and back. In, back, and back. From here, we're going to stay in the plank position and bring the right knee in and take it back. Left knee in and take it back. In and back, in and back. 4, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pressing into those toes. Let's lift the hips to the ceiling. Sending your chest towards your thighs. I want you to lower those heels. Find that nice stretch through the back of the legs. Lift the heels and come back to your plank position. Let's do that again. So we're going to lift the hips up, lower the heels, lift the heels and come down. One more up, lower the heels, lift the heels and come down. Now bring your right leg in, your left leg in, and come and lie down on your mats. We're going to go into the pelvic curl. So feet close to the bottom, hands down by your side, taking a deep breath in. We're going to exhale, tilting the pelvis and rolling the hips up off the floor. So really push up through the legs and bottom. Take a breath in and breathing out as you come back down. Inhale to prepare. Exhaling, tilting the pelvis as much as you can and then rolling the hips up off the floor. Inhale and exhale as you come back down. Now we're going to add arms. So take a deep breath in. As you exhale, we're going to float the arms up with the hips. Let's take those arms overhead. Inhale. And then exhale. Coming down through the spine first of all, and then bring your arms back down by your side. Let's try that again. Deep breath in, breathing out, tilting the pelvis, rolling the hips up, floating the arms up and over. Inhale there, and exhale, coming down through the spine, all the way down, and bring the arms back down onto the floor. 2 more, deep breath in, exhaling to tilt, and roll that spine up. Arms reaching overhead. Inhale, and exhale, coming down. Very good, well done. Inhale, exhale, lift, all the way over with those arms. Inhale. Now as you exhale, keep your bottom up, but bring your arms back down onto the floor so the hips are in the air. Now we're going to take a breath in, and as you breathe out, we're going to lift the right heel up and place it down. Lift and lower, lift and lower, lift and lower. One more, lift onto the left, lifting up and down, lifting up and down, lift and lower, lift and lower, lift and lower, and lift and lower. Deep breath in, exhale, coming down through that spine, all the way down, and let's take the arms straight out to the side, palms up. We're going to bring our legs up into our tabletop position. So knees and ankles together, shins parallel to the ceiling. You're going to inhale, taking your knees over to the right hand side, and then exhale, bring them back to the center. Other way, inhale over, and exhale to come back. So inhale over, and exhale, return. Other way. So using those abdominals to pull those knees back so you can feel the tummy pulling in on the return. And last one. And back. Well done. Let's take the right leg down, the left leg down. Let's bring the hands up behind the head, interlace the fingers, and open your elbows. So nice neutral pelvis there. We're going to take a breath in, breathing out. You're going to draw the abdominals in, lifting the head and chest up, looking towards the knees. Let's keep that pelvis still. Inhale and exhale, return. So deep breath in. Exhaling to lift. Inhale to hold. And exhale to return. Deep breath in. Exhale to lift. Inhale. And exhale, return. Keep it going. And lift. Inhale. And return. Now we're going to add a leg movement to this. You're going to take a breath in, exhale, lift the chest and float your right knee up to tabletop. See how far you can get that chest up without your pelvis moving. And then inhale, exhale to lower down. Let's do left side, deep breath in, exhale, float the left leg up, chest up. Good, inhale. And exhale to lower. Deep breath in, exhale, lift right leg. Good, inhale. And exhale, lower. Left leg. Well done. And lower down. Now I want you to float your right leg up. We're going to keep it in tabletop and we're going to rotate towards it. So you're going to take a breath in, breathe out. We're going to lift and rotate and come back down. So the chest is moving, the leg is staying still. Lift and rotate and down. Lift and rotate. So I always think of these movements, it's like you're wringing out a dishcloth or something like that. So you can really feel that squeeze in the center Last one. Good. And down. Let's take that right leg down. Bring the left leg up. Same thing on this side. Deep breath in. Exhale. Squeeze and turn. And lower. Inhale to prepare, and then it's exhale to rotate. And lower down. And down. And down. Good. Two more. Really try and get that elbow towards the knee. And rotate. And down. Well done. Let's take that leg down. Excellent work. Okay, so now we're going to bring both legs into tabletop. We're going to extend our arms overhead. We're going to go into the 100. Okay, so it's 100 breaths. So just go with me. Take a deep breath in. Exhale to bring the arms, head, and chest up. You can stay here. If you want to work harder, extend your legs straight up, or you can extend them out. That's even harder still. Okay, so take a deep breath in and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Last time, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well done. Bend your knees. Take your head down. If you need to release your neck at all, you're just going to turn your head side to side. Well done. And then we're going to put the hands underneath our legs, little swing of the legs. We're going to bring ourselves up to sitting. Okay, and I want you to have your toes pointed. Your hands are going to stay underneath the legs there. And you're just going to find your balance, first of all, in the body. So I want you to think of drawing your shoulders back. And now we're going to lift our feet up so our shins are parallel to the ceiling, and we're going to do a teeter prep. So this is where we keep our legs still. We exhale, pulling the abdominals in, and we're moving our body away from our legs, trying to come down just onto your waistband. Then you're going to send the crown of the head forward. Lift up, and as you unravel that spine, I want you to think of lengthening through that upper back, drawing your shoulders back. So you're going to exhale, come down. Inhale, come back up. Good. Exhale, come down. Inhale, come back up. And one more, exhale down. Inhale, come back up. Now bring those feet in, place the hands on the shins, going to go into the rolling. So we just want to create a nice little round shape with the back. So you're going to pull the tummy in, keep pulling in until you fall back, at which point we inhale and then exhale to come back up, trying to balance when you return. So it's pulling the tummy in to go back and up. And just keep rolling at your own pace. Two more. And up. Hold it there. Now let's extend the legs up, hands underneath, and extend those legs as far as you can. Draw your shoulders down. We're going to have a little balance. So bring the arms out and hold for 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done. Bend the knees and come on down. So we're going to take you back down onto the floor. Let's take the arms out to the side, and let's take the right leg in the air, extend the left leg. flexing the foot. We're going to do our circles, but we're going to go fast today. So you can do 1 circle per breath. So starting by going inwards on an inhale. Here we go. Going to inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. And hold it here. Let's go back the other way. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Well done. You're going to point the toes on that leg. Take that leg down. Let's unfold the left leg, extending as far as you're able. All right, if your leg is straight, we'll have that foot flexed. Here we go on an inhale. Inhale and exhale. Well done. Let's go back the other way. Last 2 and hold it here. Well done. All right, so we're going to bend the legs, hands underneath, little flick of the legs. Bring yourself up to sitting. We're going to have the knees bent and have those knees in line with the ankles. Take your hands behind you, fingertips pointing out. Okay? And then from here, you're going to take a breath in. And as you breathe out, I want you to put the weight into the hands and feet. Start to lift your bottom up. And as you do, let it tilt your spine back. So you're looking towards the ceiling. And then you're going to inhale to come back down. You're going to exhale, lifting up. Inhale, coming down. Again, pushing up and down, pushing up and down. Good, last one, pushing up and down. Well done. Okay, so from there, you're going to come and face me, kneeling. Okay, you're going to take your right leg out to the side. Like so, we're going to draw those abdominals in. You're going to take your arms out to the side and we're going to go over, all the way over until our hand is on the floor, other hand behind your head. Let's get that elbow back so it's nice and open. And now we're going to lift this leg up and take it down. Lift it up and take it down. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Lift and lower and lift and lower. And we're going to do our kick forward. So we're going to lift the leg back up as high as you can. So up to hip height, but it can be lower or on the floor. If this is really difficult for you, you're going to flex the foot. You're going to swing it forward for 1, 2. Then you're going to point the toe, take it back. 1, 2. So it's forward, forward, back, back, and forward, forward, back, back. Bring that leg back in line. You're going to lift that arm up, have a nice stretch over to the side, and then come on up. Let's change sides. Okay, so other leg out to the side. Check this knee is right underneath the hip. Arm out like so. Then we're going to go all the way over. Find that placement on the floor. Take that hand behind your head. All right, tummies in, and then we're going to lift up and down. Lift up and down. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Into your side kick. So you're going to lift up, flex the foot, go forward. And back. And forward. And back, and forward, and back, and forward, and back, last 2, and forward, and back. Well done. Bring that leg back in line. Let's send that arm up, and let's stretch over. Well done. Get that nice stretch in the body. Good. Turn yourselves around, coming down onto the floor, onto your front. Okay, let's have the hands apart, the head down, feet hip width apart, and just make sure you're relaxed in that upper body. So back extension, you're going to take a breath in, you're going to breathe out, and we're going to start to lift the chest away from the floor, pressing into the hands, coming up as far as feels okay for you. Inhale there, and then you're going to exhale as you come back down. Good. Tuck the chin under, and then we're going to roll this imaginary ball forward and start to lift up, coming all the way up. That's it. Inhale and exhale as we come down. Okay, so this is called the Swan, and it graduates up in levels. So we're going to come up one more time, and we're going to stay up here. So for those of you who are able to get up here, you're going to stay here, and we're going to add to this. And we're going to do a little movement through the elbows. So I want you to tense your legs, tense your bottom muscles. So kind of try and stay nice and strong in the body, holding that position, but then you're just going to bend the elbows and do a little rock forward and back. All right, a little rock forward and back. Rock forward and back. And the idea is you're trying to get the legs to come a little higher. Rock forward and back. Rock forward and back. A bit tricky for me because I've got my microphone right on my chest. There we go. You're going to come all the way down. Hands under the shoulders. Push yourself up into a kneeling position. And let's do a little cat stretch. So take a breath in. Exhale, tucking under. Inhale. And exhale, coming back. Good. One more. Deep breath in. Exhale, tucking under. Inhale. And exhale, coming back. Now you're going to get you to come and lie on your mats. We're going to try the rollover. So this is an inversion exercise. So any issues with your neck, you don't want to be doing this one. We're nice and warm, so let's give it a go for those that are happy to do it. So we've got our arms down by our side. We're going to lift our legs into tabletop. And we're going to start with the prep. So the prep would be taking a breath in, breathing out, pulling the tummy in, and trying to lift the hips off the floor. Okay, so we've got that nice rounded spine, and then you're going to roll back down. Okay, so you're going to do that on your own now. Try lifting up and coming back. When you're lifting up, you want to see your knees above your eyes. And down, and lifting up and down. Now we're going to try the full rollover if you want to, otherwise you can do the preps. So the full rollover, we've got our legs straight. We're going to reach them away, tongue is in. You're going to inhale to bring them to 90 degrees, exhale to roll over. So now your legs are parallel to the ceiling. Okay, let's flex the feet. Separate the legs shoulder width, and then try and lower the toes towards the floor till you feel a stretch in the back of your legs, but don't go any further over onto your neck. And then you're going to take a breath in and breathe out, roll down. And as your tailbone goes down, let's point the toes, draw a little outward circle and back. Let's try 2 more. We'll go a little faster now. So inhale to 90. Exhale over, flex the feet, separate the feet, and lower them down to the floor. Exhale, rolling down. Draw a little circle out and back. Inhale to 90. exhale over. Flex the feet, separate the feet, and lower. And exhale, coming all the way down. Little circle and back. Well done. You're going to bend the knees, hands underneath. Take a breath in. Exhale, bring yourself back up. Now I want you to separate your knees, and I want you to put the hands on the outside of the legs, and you're going to lift your legs up, extending to wherever they go. So obviously I'm lucky I'm flexible. All right, if you can't straighten your legs, you can have your legs bent like this, hold on the back of the knees, or you can move your hands lower down the legs, and if you've got the flexibility, completely straight. Now this is where we need to use our upper body as well. All right, so we're going to roll in this position. So you're going to draw your tummy and muscles in and start to tip back through the lumbar spine. Then you're going to come forward and bring yourself back up to that position. So you've really got to use your arms and shoulders here. So draw the tummy in, tip back, and then come back up. Use those arms and shoulders, so draw them down to find that balance. And tucking under, tipping back, and lifting up. See, it looks easy, but as you know, if you're doing it, it's very difficult to keep that balance and control. Let's do one more. Tipping back and up, holding it here, bringing those legs together. We're going to try the teaser. So you're going to bring the legs together, bent or straight. You're going to take the arms out. Now leave your legs where they are. We did the prep for this in the beginning. Bring the body down onto the floor and take the arms overhead. Now you're going to bring the arms forward, inhale, and lift up, up, up with those arms. You might be shaking a little, but that's good. Exhale, come back down. Arms overhead, arms come forward, reaching up to the sky with those arms. Well done, last one. Coming down, arms overhead, arms come forward, lifting up. Let's try and hold it here. Hold it, hold it, hold it. Well done. And come on down. Very good. Let's take those legs out in front. All right, let's have them the hip width apart. Actually, wider than your mat would be better. Wider than your mat. And let's take the arms out to the side. So sitting up nice and tall. We're going to rotate to our right. We're going to reach down towards the little toe. Just nice stretch through the body. Keep that left hip on the floor, lifting up. Bring this arm in line and open. Other way. Inhale to rotate. Exhale to go forward. Inhale to come up. Bring the arm in line and open. Inhale to rotate and exhale forward. Inhale up. Arm in line and open. Inhale to rotate. Exhale forward. Inhale up. Bring on the arm in line and open. Well done. Bring your hands down, feet on the mat like so. Push yourself forward and hands back in front. Okay, we're going to finish as we started. So press down into the hands, take the right leg back, take the left leg back, and then think of chest forward. Now you're going to bring the right knee in and back, left knee in and back, right knee in and back, left knee in and back. Let's see if we can go a little quicker. It's like we're racing towards the finish line. And 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And now let's have the hips to the ceiling. Lower those heels down. Find that lovely stretch in the body. Well done. Bring the hands back. So walking the hands back to the feet. Try and let your head hang there for a moment. Turning it right and left. Just making sure there's no tension left in that neck. Take a breath in. Breathing out, coming up through the spine, standing nice and tall. And let's just hold it here for a moment. So feeling your feet pressing into the floor. Feel the length through the back of the body. Let's take a deep breath in. Let's take the arms out to the side. Bring them up above your head, hands together, and bring those hands all the way down in front of your chest. Well done. And that's your session for today, everybody. Thank you very much indeed for joining me. Don't forget to press the like button and do subscribe. Okay, I'm going to come and chat to you now. I hope that was all right for you all. Slow and steady, I would call that this morning. So I hope that felt okay. Do let me know what you thought, everyone. And yeah, just so you know, there's about 150 of us doing that session today from all over the world. So very exciting indeed. I'm just going to go straight up and start with the chat now. Oh, here's Cohen. Thank you very much, my dear. All right. Okay. So, first mention, I need to mention a shout out here to Anne from London and Cheryl, who have both completed the August retreat. Well done. So if anyone doesn't know what that is, I put on a special playlist for August. Works great when you're kind of wanting to just have something to do every day. So for those of you in Australia who are watching, I know you're still stuck in your lockdown and it's been going on and on for you guys. I really, really feel for you. But you could go try my August Pilates retreat. It's 35 sessions of all different lengths, but it's curated to kind of grow your strength as it goes along. It's basically one session a day, but in some cases you can do 2 or 3 because some of them are quite short, focusing on all different parts of the body. And that's a 5-week program, so plenty there to keep you busy. I just want to say well done to Anne and Cheryl for doing that. Absolutely fantastic. Okay, so I know you've all seen the chat, so I'm going to rifle through and just chat to people and answer any questions now. So Yvonne, hello Yvonne in soggy Fife. I'm in soggy Brighton at the moment, and it is incredibly windy. The weather here in the UK is really bad at the moment. It feels like autumn has just come and it's just here now and that's it, and it's cold and it's getting out the winter jumper. I've been getting out my winter jumpers, finding my boots, my scarf, my gloves, because I take my dog for a walk 3 times a day. So yes, it's very cold. So hopefully you're all feeling nice and warm after that session this morning. Do let me know how it felt. I would say that was an intermediate level with a beginner's warm-up. So let me know, because I know you guys come every week and you've been with me a long time. So if you want to kind of do things that are more progressive, I can do that. I just try and keep things on an even keel, because I know we have lots of different people with different abilities in the class. But there we go. If you do have to go, before you go, please press the like button, because it doesn't take long for you to do it. Just press that thumbs up, but it really does help me with YouTube. And I am trying to grow my channel. It's slowed down a little bit, obviously, because not everyone's in lockdown now, but it's still going really well. But I want to get more people so I can spend more time doing this. I've actually found somebody who has offered to do some filming for me, because as you know, I kind of do most of this, like I'm in this room on my own at the moment with all the lights, the camera and everything, but I've got someone who's offered to come and help film me, who obviously I'd have to pay. So I would really love to do that. And I've been thinking about maybe filming some special videos. You need to let me know what you think, but some special videos in different locations that are interesting to look at, whether you're British or you're not British. I'm thinking of rather nice historical locations or places of significance. So if that's something that appeals to you, do let me know in the chat, and I'll also mention it on the community page as well. And just so you know, that's where your donations go. They go towards me trying to grow this channel, because it would be great if it became my kind of main business. I still do my Zoom classes, so if anyone wants to work out with me live 4 times a week now, I still do live classes on Zoom, and they're an hour long. But other than that, I would like to do more filming if I can. So any donations go towards all of that, working the business. So Yvonne, thank you very much for your donation. Really appreciate that. And I love the how's it going? Going pretty well, Yvonne. Yes, really good. And lovely to see you here as always. Good morning to Ruth Enright. Hello, Ruth. Big kiss to you. I hope the book's going well. Thank you again for supporting the channel. Lovely to see you here. So going down the chat, Anne from London has donated as well. Thank you very much, and much appreciated. And you said you missed the live session last week, so you're looking forward to doing it today. So double whammy for you, Anne. Well done. So good morning to Margaret Scott. From a very windy but sunny, well, it's trying, she says, Somerset. So I'm glad you've got better weather there. I think the best weather is in the west today, Margaret. So well done. Lovely to see you here. Okay, so going down the chat, and yes, Anne, let me read this. So it says, Rachel, I finally completed the August Pilates retreat. Please don't take it away. I'm going to start it all over again. I can now do some of the exercises that were previously challenging. Well done, Anne. So that is, I love reading things like that, because that's just a reminder to everybody, whether you come to my classes regularly or you dip in and out, or this is your first time, it is the consistency that will really grow your fitness. And I mean, as I do go on about it, I know sometimes, but I am 57 and I am still, as you can see, really strong. And that's because I do something every day. Even if it's a day where I'm doing computer work, I'll go and do half an hour, 20 minutes. I will do something every single day. Just a little mention as well. I recently put on the channel on Monday a 5-minute, only 5 minutes standing ab session. I'd love you all to go and try that. It's just 5 minutes, so you can add it to another workout. You can do it before the workout. It's just a standing session, and it's a really, really good one. It's the sort of thing I do when I don't have a lot of time, but it gets your metabolism up because you're standing. It works your core, it works your legs, but it also really boosts the metabolism. And I know a lot of people have been talking about like losing the lockdown pounds, as we call it. And these kind of workouts are really, really good for that. So if you can, go and check that one out today. Okay. Cheryl in Staffordshire. Hello, Cheryl. It's cold, is it? Oh dear, cold in Staffordshire. And Cheryl says, suffering with a little bit of sciatica down one side of my leg, but must keep moving. Hope everyone is well. Oh, I hope you feel all right today, Cheryl. So maybe go and have a look at my sciatica video. I know you've done it before. I'm pretty sure you have. And just be really careful. You know, when it's playing up, that's the time when you need to just be kind to your body and do the things that you know will relieve it, and don't push yourself too hard, okay? But yes, I do appreciate the need to keep moving. Maybe go for a little walk. That would be good as well. I always find walking with a lot of my clients, it does really ease the back, and it's no pressure at all on the spine. So lovely to have you here. Thank you for coming. Carlin Holgren, good morning, Carlin, all the way from the States. I hope you like the session today, Carlin, because I know you like the more challenging sessions. So Hope it was good for you. And then hello to Jennifer in America who's donated. Thank you very much, Jennifer. And I love your emoji. That's fabulous. I hope you enjoyed the session today. Do let me know. Hello to Kieran Gohill. Lovely to see you, Kieran. And I hope you enjoyed the class. I know you come every week, so thank you for supporting me. And Mary O'Mahony, good morning to you, Mary. Lovely to have you here. Cold but sunny in Ireland. Oh, well, wishing you well in Ireland, Mary. Patricia Dunn, good morning, Pat. Lovely to see you here. And you had your beans on toast before class. Brave woman. Well done. Well, I hope it kept you going through the session. And good morning, Kathy Freeman in Berlin. Hello, Kathy. I don't think I've seen your name for a little while, so it's lovely to see you there. And it's sunny. How lovely. I bet it's cold though, isn't it? Because I think you're colder than us in Berlin, aren't you? But lovely to see you here, Kathy. Thanks for joining us today. Yvonne Woodhouse says, hi, everyone, from sunny Portugal. This is the way to enjoy Pilates. Looking forward to our lovely Friday morning session. Well, hello to you, Yvonne, in sunny Portugal. You got on holiday. Well done. Yes, because quite a lot of people are going on their holidays now, aren't they, from the UK? Because it's getting a little easier to move around. So that's good. Well, I hope you have a lovely time there, Yvonne, and you enjoyed your Pilates in the sunshine. Hello to Anne Dexter. Anne, you're in country Victoria, Australia. Hello, Anne Dexter. I hope you're okay out there. I know you guys are having a really long lockdown, aren't you? I keep seeing it in the news. So I hope you're keeping your spirits up, keeping going. I hope you enjoyed our session today, Anne. Thanks for coming. Okay, so just going down, Tiona. Hello, Tiona in France. Says good morning, everyone, and happy Friday. And happy Friday to you too, Tiona. Hello to Penelope. Good morning, Penelope, in a very wet Chiswick in West London. Lovely to see you, Penelope. Good morning, Tony Bryant, and thank you very much for your donation, Tony. Tony says, morning all from soggy Yorkshire. Hoping to keep up today after doing Rachel's challenging 5-minute full body workout. 9 minutes last night. Have a great day. Well done, Tony. Yes, everybody, if you want to really test your strength, go and look at it's called 5 minutes full body workout, but it is, I got carried away, I must confess. It's actually 9 minutes long. It's all weight bearing. It's a super, super duper challenge. And if you want like a high energy, quick session, it's almost like a HIIT session. It's just wham, bam, bum, 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 like that for 9 minutes, and then you're done. And as Tony says, it's very challenging. Even I found it very challenging to teach. Had to have a sit down and a cup of coffee after, but it's a great one to do. So do go and have a look at that. I put it on my Instagram yesterday, actually. So if any of you follow me on Instagram, it's the same name, the girl with the Pilates mat. I often change daily in the stories. I give suggestions for workouts, and then I also do posts, which are a mix of workouts and things that I get up to outside of Pilates. So if you do want to go and check that out, that's on Instagram, and that's the girl with the Pilates mat. Good. Kieran says, thank you. You've gone for a sunny holiday. You had a holiday, Kieran. Good. Glad to hear it. Good morning, Susan Eisenbach. Thank you very much for your donation and your lovely emoji. It's great. Super. Good morning to Kate Stevens. Hello, Kate. In Cambridge, Kate says it's pouring down. Oh, dear. It's grim, isn't it, this weather? And I think, Kate, we've got quite a lot of it to come. So thank you for joining me. I hope you feel better having done a nice half hour of Pilates today. So thank you very much to Carol Neath for your donation. Thank you, Carol. And to Margaret Scott, thank you also. And your lovely emojis. You know, I love the emojis you all send. They're just fab. They really cheer me up. Okay, so going down. Oh, there's a few people can't make it live today. Leslie Mastin says, sorry, can't join you live. I'm about to drive to look after my elderly father for the weekend, but I'll catch up when I'm back. Well, give him my best wishes, Leslie. I hope all goes well with your dad. And same for Carol. Hopefully you'll enjoy doing your session later. But thank you so much for taking the time to pop in and donate. That's really kind. Anne Butler says, enjoy the session, Pilates friends. I'm going to catch up. It's a wet day and I'm washing the carpets. All these things everyone's doing all over the world. It's amazing. And then says, oh, coffee's coming. Yes, thank you very much for all your donations on my Ko-fi page, everybody. Really, really does help me so much. You don't know, because I don't really talk about it, but you know, lockdown has been really difficult because I kind of went from having a business to not having a business and trying to keep everything kind of ticking over online. So all the donations and the lovely messages you send, they are fantastic. They are brilliant. And I do love our community. So I can see Sarah Runicles. Hey, Sarah. We were talking on Instagram yesterday, weren't we? Says, thought I was on the live workout, but I've just done a previous one. Just not techie. Don't worry, Sarah. That's all fine. We'll look forward to doing today's later. Coffee on the way. Thank you very much indeed, Sarah. Julie Harris says, good evening from Melbourne. I was just going to watch, but ended up joining in. Very good. Thank you. Hey, Julie, that is fabulous. Thank you very much for joining me from Melbourne. Thinking of you out there. So I'm really glad that you joined in. Hopefully it gave you a little bit of a boost for your Friday night. EK sent a donation. Thank you very much. Love those emojis. They're really cute. A little hippopotamus. Thank you very much, EK. I'm sorry I don't know your name, but you can always pop me a message down below. Josie Briggs donated. Thank you very much, Josie. Yvonne Thorpe says, phew, some of that was very challenging, but kept at it. Well done. Yeah, I tried to give you a bit of everything today. Margaret Scott. So I'm getting all the feedback now in the session. Great. Says, very challenging today. Not a favorite for me. However, I did manage a roll down and up with hands behind the knees. Fantastic. Well, there you go, Margaret. You see, sometimes it might not necessarily be what you want, but it shows you that the fact you've stuck at it, you've really improved your strength and your ability. So be very proud of that, Margaret. Well done. Kira says, thank you. Sandy McClure has donated. Thank you very much, Sandy. Really appreciate that. And Alison Ellis, the lovely Alison. Hello, Alison. Thank you very much for your donation. Says, after feeling ropey last week when I did it badly, it was so good to manage most exercises today. Many thanks, Rachel. Well done. Well done, Alison. Well, I hope you feel better today. Carlin Horgan says, loved it. Thank you. EK Esther. Thank you, EK. So I know you're Esther. Thank you, Esther. So sending you some sunshine from Germany. Thank you, Esther. Thank you very much for your donation. Catherine Studd says, why can't I get my bottom off the floor in the roll-ups? Question mark, exclamation mark. Roll-up. Was that the roll over, Catherine? The one where you're lying down and you have to come over this way. It is a very challenging one, and there are many reasons why you might not be able to do it yet. And I say yet because I do believe everyone will eventually be able to do it. It is partly you need flexibility in your spine. You need a relatively strong core, and then it's getting used to the movement. So it's one of those tricky ones that you just have to practice. So for you, Catherine, What I would say you could do as a prep is just practice getting one leg up, the other leg up, and getting your hands under your spine so you get the position. Yeah, so finding the position, pulling the tummy muscles in and trying to hold it there, and then seeing if you can, putting your hands down and then pressing into your arms to roll back down. Okay, lots of people, you can do it by just practicing little swings of the legs as well and see if it works that way. It's just one of those things, Catherine, it just takes practice. And it's not something we do really, is it, in life? I think when we were all little kids, we were always rolling around. That's what I think about with these sorts of movements. You know, when you were a child, you could roll around and do all kinds of things without thinking. But as an adult, a lot of these movements are alien. They're not things that we do every day, so they take practice. So definitely want to go back on, Catherine, and practice. But brilliant, well done for doing it, well done for trying. Josie Briggs says, I managed most of it today except for the last bit. I do enjoy a good challenge. Well done, Josie, that's brilliant. Yvonne Woodhouse says, just cannot do side leg raises. Any suggestions for alternative to that? And last exercise, found it near impossible. Any suggestions again, but really enjoyed the challenge. Right, Yvonne, side leg raises. Do you do them the lying down ones? Because that's the other option, because we did them today in the intermediate level. You often do your side work up on one arm like so, but you can do it right down on the floor with a hand in front and lift the legs that way. So that would be my suggestion for you there, Yvonne. And the last exercise was that I think the last exercise I did was this one, wasn't it? Coming in like this. So the alternative to that is how we did the beginning of the class, where you are in your neutral position, your 4-point kneeling, and you take one leg back, other leg back, one leg in, other leg in. Or if you want to take it down from there, you can just take one leg back, point, and bring it in, other leg back, point, and bring it in. So those would be your alternatives. And yeah, work on those and see how that goes. All right, Yvonne, well done. Sandy McClure says, good session, except the rollovers and the leg lifts. Okay, so these are all things that we need to work on, guys, aren't they? So I might try and do some shorter videos with those at some point, so you can all kind of take some time to learn how to do them. Anne from London says, good session, but couldn't do the roll-ups. Legs just won't go over. Yeah, they are a challenge, aren't they? Tiana says, well, that was a really good workout. Seemed to pack a lot in just 30 minutes. Thank you, Rachel. Yes, I did a bit of an express one, Tiona. So in a normal hour-long class, I would take longer to get into those exercises and probably do more repetitions. But yeah, I wanted to get it all into that half hour today. So really glad you liked it. Val Schauler. Hello, Val. Oh, that's a new name. Hi, that was great. I have to get my lockdown tummy back in order, ready for my mother of the bride outfit. Oh, congratulations. Your daughter's getting married, Val. That's absolutely wonderful. Super. So yes, the lockdown tummy back in order. I was going to talk about this today, actually, very briefly. I discovered something which really helped me. I listened to a podcast, and it's all about it's by a English doctor called Michael Mosley, and it's all about it's called Just One Thing, if you want to go check it out. And it's all about one thing that you can change, just one thing that you could change daily to improve your health and well-being. And one of the things he talked about recently was fasting. And that's not fasting as in not eating at all. It's fasting overnight. And I started doing that about 2 weeks ago, 2.5 weeks ago, and I've lost 5 pounds. Yeah, quite a lot of weight. And all it means is that what they recommend is that, especially when you're older, so this is particularly useful for women who are perimenopausal or post-menopause or in the middle of the menopause, when your body changes shape and when you find you get a lot more weight kind of round the center. And what he suggests is that you make it 12 hours if you can, and if you can take it longer, 14 hours. And that's between your last meal of the day before and your next meal the following day. So, for example, I had a bit of a late dinner last night, so I had my dinner at 8 o'clock in the evening. So I'm going to wait until after 10 this morning, which it now is, to have my breakfast. So that's all it is. And it's really interesting because I thought it would be difficult, but actually just make things quite easy. Because if you know you just can't eat, then you don't. And so those little things that we're all tempted to do in the evening, like, oh, have a little piece of chocolate or have a little something after dinner, I just don't do now. You can have water, you can have teas without milk in, like herbal teas and things like that, but basically no food in that fasting period. And it does really seem to have made a difference. So I don't know if that would help you guys or if that would work for you, but I just thought I'd share that with you, that it's something I've tried and it's definitely worked for me in trying to lose a few lockdown pounds. So yeah, I don't know, Val. It might be something you want to try. It's quite easy if you think, you have your dinner and then basically after dinner, you just wait 12 hours until you eat again. Which in the evening, it's not so difficult, is it? Because, within a couple of hours, you're in bed, then you're asleep. And, it's quite, I find it pretty easy to do. So that was my suggestion. But Val, love to hear more about the wedding. So well done. Keep up the Pilates. Val, you might like to look at that August Pilates retreat, because that is a scheduled session that you can basically dip in and out of every day if you're kind of needing a little bit of help with your motivation to just crack on and keep doing it. Okay, so go have a look at that if you want to. All right, so going down the chat now. Kathy says, oh, okay. Tony says, be happy to show you glorious Yorkshire for your location shoots. Thank you very much, Tony. Kathy Freeman says, different location classes sound great. Love to hear bird song and other nature sounds in the background. We'll donate to you on Ko-fi to help out. Thank you very much, Kathy. Linda Verney Thompson. Hello, Linda. Nice to see you. Love how it started gently and got challenging. Sneaky. That's me, Linda. Start everyone off slowly and then there we go. Well done. So Jill Nichols says, great workout. I found the rollover part near the end very hard. Yeah, rollovers, inversions are super difficult, and you'll see a lot of I've noticed that a lot of Pilates teachers, particularly on YouTube, they just don't do them. But I feel it's good for you to have that variety. I want you to have that variety. So, and to see that, there's always another challenge, because I think after a while people can think, oh, right, I've got this now. I know how this works. And I love that feeling of being in control, but I also like the feeling that I am being really challenged by something, because I feel when you're challenged, you grow, don't you? Both physically and mentally. If you have a mental challenge, be it a new job or learning a language or whatever, it helps you really grow as a person. So that's partly why I put that in. So thank you very much for letting me know what you thought, guys. Margaret Scott says, I've been doing the 5-minute stretch video a couple of times this week and done the 5-minute ab session. Well done, Margaret. That's brilliant. Yvonne says, I love the 5-minute workout and your other short workouts. Well, maybe I'll need to film some more of those. I have got a list of lots of things I'm going to do in 5 minutes, so I might try and do some of those for you soon. Claire Gavin, hello Claire, nice to see you there. Says, I really enjoyed it. It'd be nice to do some progression so I improve. Thank you. You've changed my life during lockdown and have helped with my stress levels. Oh, thank you very much, Claire. And you're very welcome. I'm really delighted that it's helped. And thanks for the feedback on the progressions. Really good to know. Yvonne says, I've done the standing session twice before this session, so recommend it. Love it. Good. Tony Bryan says, couldn't get my large derriere up off the floor for the rollover. Had to push with my hands to get feet up in the air, but where there's a will, there's a way. That is what I love. I love that attitude, Tony. Exactly. You just push yourself up. And, you know, people in my classes, when I used to teach live, lots of people used to use their hands to get the bottom off the floor. So don't worry about that. And brilliant, you did it. So well done. Anne Fenton, hello Anne, thank you very much indeed for your donation and your little bravo emoji. Anne says, great session, the sun is shining in Bournemouth, just about, well done. Oh, you're not too far away, Anne, in Bournemouth. Glad you got some sun down there. Caroline Ford, hello to you. So I'm just whizzing down the chat now because time is almost up. Catherine Studd says, thanks for that advice on rollovers. We'll try those. Just warming up for London Marathon on Sunday. Catherine, well done. And you know what? You're absolutely brilliant for doing that. It's so exciting, isn't it, to see that the London Marathon is back. And I wish you all the best. You go for it. Yeah. Let us know how you get on next week. Caroline Ford, thank you very much for your donation. Much appreciated. Oh, and Catherine, don't forget to stretch, will you? Give yourself really good, nice stretches before you start on the weekend. But yes, it's just brilliant. Love to see that. Margaret Scott says, just to clarify, the reason it wasn't a favorite for me is because I have arthritis in my lower back. So any modifications I can do, please. So Margaret, totally get that. I would say the rollovers, I wouldn't bother doing those. You know, if you've got arthritis in your lower back, you might find that too much. I have a little bit of arthritis in my lower back, but I don't find it bothers me, but I've been doing it a long time. I think you're probably quite sore, aren't you, in the lower back? And I would say better to do the ones that feel right for you, where you're kind of mobilizing that back, but you're not feeling any discomfort. And I totally get it, Margaret. And you're amazing. You did it. So well done. Hannah says, hi, Rachel, non-related to this workout, but I loved your swimmers you wore on the beach. Looked like tin foil. Oh, what's that I wore on the beach? Swimmers that I wore on the beach. I'm trying to think what that is. I'm trying to, what, maybe that's my shiny, was it my shiny leggings? I'm not sure what that is, Hannah. What was it? Beach? Oh, I know what it is. It was my beach workouts, wasn't it? Yes, that swimming costume. It was actually, I can't remember where I got that from now, but it's a snake skin. It's actually snake skin. So yes, it does have that kind of look about it. And thank you very much for the compliments. That was my kind of last, big holiday that was. So thank you, Hannah. Glad you like those workouts as well. So everyone, don't forget, I did post some workouts that I filmed in Sardinia recently. There are 3 workouts and they're all 10 minutes. You've got a standing one, which is a bar one. You've got a side lying one that works all the muscles on the side of the body. So great for trimming the waist, the thighs, that kind of thing. And I've got one that is the upper body. So very good for shaping the arms and the shoulders. So do check that out. And thank you very much, Hannah, for the compliment. Much appreciated. Ranjit, good morning, Ranjit. Lovely to see you here. Says, thanks for the session. Loved it. With double vaccination, had very mild symptoms. Thanks for all your good wishes. Oh, you had your double vaccination today. I hope that's you're feeling all right in the arm. I know that can be quite uncomfortable on the arm around it, can't it? But well done for coming today. Good to see you here as always. Linda Verney Thompson says, Michael Mosley podcasts are really useful. Lovely to hear you talking about menopause too. A lot of us are there, and your workouts are so good for us. You're very welcome, Linda. I do actually have a plan, Linda, to film a workout which will be Pilates for perimenopause and menopause, because there are key things that women really need to understand about their bodies when it comes to menopause and what is good for them. And I'm talking exercise wise, but great. And you listen to Michael Mosley. He is great, isn't he? I find those so useful, those podcasts. So yes, that will be coming, Linda. Thank you very much for that message. Karina Perry, good morning, Karina. Says, I've been doing the overnight fast for several years and do morning walks and Pilates with you before lunch, main meal and light supper. Feeling great at 69. Fantastic. That's really good to know, Karina, that you do the fast, because there's something that I've found have definitely helped since I went into menopause, because the weight just kind of, nothing changed. I didn't change anything about my lifestyle, but I just piled on weight. I'm doing the same exercise, eating the same food, but this is what happens. Your body just changes the way it metabolizes everything. And so you do have to adjust. So that's really good to hear, Karina. Thank you very much for that. Tony Bryan says, I do the overnight fasting since seeing the Michael Mosley program. It works for me since postmenopause. Well, that's really good to hear, Tony. Thank you very much for letting me know that. Okay, just going down, see if there's any more questions. Val says, thank you. That's something I'll check out. Do you then skip lunch? Asking about the fasting. No, I don't skip lunch. What I tend to do is have something really light as my first part of the day. So for me, one of the things that I learned in menopause is that you must have protein in every meal, because your muscles deplete much quicker. Post-menopause, it happens quite suddenly, all of that. So I might have something like a boiled egg as like my first thing in the day, and then I will have a good sized lunch. And I normally eat a little bit later because of classes and teaching, so I normally have lunch about 1:30, something like that, and I'll have a good lunch, and I'll have a good dinner, but maybe a slightly smaller dinner. So I make my lunch my biggest meal, because then you've still got time to burn it off with activity and whatever else is going on in your day. And then I will have a meal in the evening as well. So I hope that helps you. And you're going to check the Pilates, the August retreat. Great to hear. Okay, everyone. Well, look, let's just wish Catherine, who was with us today, the very best of luck with the London Marathon. Well done. Congratulations on just getting to the point where you're ready to do it. Absolutely brilliant. We'll be thinking of you on the weekend. And to you, everyone, thank you so much for joining me today. Really lovely to see you. And don't forget, press that like button. Do share our videos with a friend of yours, and let's try and grow our community. And sending you all lots of love, and I'll see you same time next week. Take care and bye for now. Bye-bye.